what if that was just scroll with me? I wasn't commenting or saying anything. I was just heavy nose breathing as I scrolled by, just, and that was it. And that was it. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are here on this fine Monday, August the 11th of August. And my name is Doolifts. This is Scroll With Me. And together, you and I, the chat, who you should definitely say what's up. If you're in the chat, would love to say hello. We will scroll Twitter together. We'll scroll crypto Twitter together. We'll understand the vibes. We'll ingest the energy that is coming off the timeline, and we'll try to sort it out. We'll try to figure it out together, right? This is, as we've learned in the past, this is a meditation. This is a mudra. This is a group therapy session. This is all the above. In addition to you getting the opportunity to watch me descend into madness as I scroll crypto Twitter. It is just par with the course. Hey, this weekend, we were scrolling, but we weren't scrolling. Does that make sense? And a lot of stuff happened. There was a party in Charleston, South Carolina. People, made some claims about Nakamigos. People bought the Nakamigos. Then he made some other claims about Nakamigos, and he, had some choice words for the people who bought the Nakamigos. So it was wild. It was a wild weekend. But alas, we have that 9 a.m. meeting, and so we can't dilly-dally any longer. We must begin to scroll the timeline and see what happened. We've got Anthony in the chat, says GM dude, GM to you, good sir, across the pond, over in Francia, as they used to call it back in the day, when it was under Roman rule, I think. So yeah, let's keep going. All right. Disney Pinnacle. Did you complete a set? Add a dream digital pin. Update your digital pin book. I honestly need to update my pin books. Okay, I'm putting this together just now. So we have El Dumbo, otherwise known as Luke, for those in the Flow ecosystem. He put this as his PFP. And I was like, why did he put this as PFP? It's because it says Luke. It's genius. It's genius. That's actually pretty genius. It's like those little tags that you buy at the theme parks that have your name or a letter with your name. I don't know. Genius. Soldier Boy just activated his creator coin. Pardon me? Do I need to ape? Why you got to say this? Chids has some alpha. He started his own creator coin for his own base artwork that hit 500,000 market cap. I mean, Chid's looking good here, to be honest. So we've got Crypto Slabs here. Big shout out to NBA Crop Top. NBA Top Shot, and Blockchain Steve for gifting me my first Crypto Slabs. Had to buy 2 more to start my digital slab collection. Dude, the digital slabs, they are incredible. All right, let's go here. So Todd says, not a soul is prepared for the absolute market penetration that Nubcat is going to cause. I've never been more certain about anything in my entire life than I am about him and Candy Labs. Do not underestimate the power of 2 absolutely schizophrenic creators. For those of you who don't follow what the hell I just said, Nubcat. If you don't, learn. But what you may not know is Taj from Candy Labs and some of the tech that they've built that allows you to swap kind of wearables and make different traits and stuff like that on your NFTs. And I mean, they've in no uncertain terms teased that they're probably going to be powering the Nubcat NFT collection. So do with that what you will. If you've been following the proper people here, the timeline provides, and what the timeline has provided is that Candy Labs is going to power the Nubcat NFT collection. That's what I've taken from this. Do with that what you will, and not just this message. Every other message I follow because I follow them. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what Yano says. Big treasury deal. Few interesting callouts. Think that it's A16Z's first DAT. Don't know what that means. Cantor's first underwriting of a non-BTC ETH Soul Treasury is this the okay, yeah, I was really interested about this. So Story Protocol announces that there's going to be a $360 million IP token reserve for Cask. And then I read what Cask was, and I was like, is it an alcohol company? Heritage Distilling Holding Company. Okay, so it's mildly alcohol. Interesting. This, I mean, Okay, and then Story Foundation plans to use 100% of its net cash proceeds received from the IP token sale to Heritage as part of this transaction to strategically repurchase IP tokens in the open market within a period of up to 90 days following the sale. So, Story Protocol sells $360 million of tokens to this alcohol company because why not? And then uses that all of it to rebuy their token. Okay. Business as usual. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Oh, cool. Staking flow with Crier says GM. Dude, look at that sappy seal PFP. Do not fade this man. Crier is officially 1 point smarter than I am on the IQ scale. So whatever he says, just whatever he says, just listen to it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we've got here staking flow with anchors, quick and straightforward. Yeah, it is. It is, bro. It is. Okay, I'm seeing a few tweets about staking flow with Anchor. Okay, we get it. You should have liquid staking tokens. You should. I mean, it is pretty cool that like Flow is the second most staked currency, just under ETH. Did a company podcast today in the Doodles chore coat. It's a coach's jacket, not a chore coat. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, GG Warner. Okay, so we've got Gammy here. 25,000 followers on Zora. Jesse is my second biggest holder. Coop is my third. I've been using Zora since it was an auction protocols, later forked to Great Announce How. All of that's true. All of that's true. And Gammy's an IMF cooker. That market cap seems criminally low for all of that being said, to be fair. And I know a Zora market cap or two, you know. I followed the charts. I'm a chartist. No, but honestly, that does seem kind of criminally low. But something I'm investigating is, you know, they say play your cards close to the chest, and I don't really believe it. So I'm looking into building an app. We'll see. Considering launching a token for that app, either as a Zora creator coin or through Believe, not entirely sure yet. And that's mainly because I think that like we're just seeing more and more of this kind of like perp trading, like ventuals, like private markets becoming public. And I think that's maybe what Believe kind of keyed into in the right way is like, yeah, people like, and I put out a tweet the other day. I was like, someone please start a perps platform. And this is not what my app is. That allows me to like long and short, like local restaurants. Like, you know, when you're driving down the street, you see a restaurant and you go like, fuck that place or whatever. Like you should just be able to short it like on the Google review, like use it as like Google reviews being the authentication thing. And like every Google review has a long and short. And I'm like, yeah, just like gamble maxing, whatever. And like make, you know, private markets public, you know, speculate on everything. And so, yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know. It feels like Noah says GM in the chat. GM to you, good sir. I'm kind of like, there's a part of me that feels like having a private company and then going this whole thing and the IPO and the IPO's crime anyways. See Figma, like, I'm like, just make it public from the beginning. Let it rip. I don't know. That's just my. If you've got day one believers, let them be day one believers. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. But who knows? Maybe I'll not go down that path. But that's my current loosely held belief. So let's keep going here. Big if true. Oh, this is funny. That's actually really funny. Fox Fam is on it with like the cultural. Crier says amen. I don't know if he's saying amen to my like make private markets, public markets, let you know, internet capital markets do their thing. But I'll take it as an agreement here. But we've got Fox Fam here saying, you know, they've been on top of their shit with the cultural commentary is what I was getting at. They had a great like Ibiza final boss meme that they did. Like they're just on it. Really cool. And their memes are almost like too good. Like this is too good to just be a meme, if that makes sense. Like same with their Ibiza final boss one. Like it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's almost too good. It needs to be shittier. Fox Fam, make it shittier. Dude, Clemente's hair is S tier right here. It's so good. Let's see. Okay, what's Jesse say? A lot of the big CT traders are still not trading on base, even as the ecosystem starts to go into overdrive. I think this is a mix of lack of familiarity with the tools, lack of awareness, and some bias. Almost always, mostly bias. Tag your favorite not yet base trader. I mean, Yeah, I would go with probably mostly bias there, to be fair. Like the tools, a lot of the same tools that are on, it's like, what are you going to use? Maybe there's some like high frequency trading tools per platforms, other stuff like that. But I mean, that's like you can trade on Uniswap. Yeah, let's see here. Daily reminder, play the claw. Yes. I actually need to play that. I don't know why. I'm like, I read that. I was like, I need to play the claw. Yo, Cato leaderboard goes live next Monday. Okay, hold on. Let me read that again. The goal is to keep moonbirds at the front of mind share and tech. Partnering with Cato helps further both these goals. Let the renaissance for bird posting commence. Interesting. I mean, this only really makes sense if they're going to launch a token, right? Like they have to give some kind of reward. They don't have anything to give, I don't think, unless they have like a treasury of like mythic birds or something like that. Yeah, I mean, Polygon just launched a post TG Cato leaderboard, but obviously they have Katana and probably some like 7 other unreleased tokens, so they can pull that off. So yeah, I mean, I guess it would just have to say that there's probably going to be a Moonbirds token, likely, or maybe like an OCAP Games token. I don't know, that like ladders up everything. Who knows? Who knows? And Crier in the chat, got to bring this one up. And yep, and all the rich people already bought because Spencer told them, and they will drop the token. It's crime season. Because it is. Always has been, to be fair. Labubu meet and greet in Times Square. Yeah, that outfit that's freaky. Freaky. Okay. What is Uncle Eddie? Uncle Eddie is just a fascinating creature, to be fair. So, gonna read what he has to say. Just got off the phone with the owners and organizers of ComplexCon. Any serious Web3 fans want to do some crazy viral activations surrounding the world's most recognizable brands for a fraction of the cost? Hit me up. Taking 1 to 2 clients for this, DMs only. Yeah, I mean, in the past, we saw Doodles, we saw Artifact, saw some other folks there, and so like what's interesting is I'm seeing a lot of kind of the adjacent partner brands. You got Bape, you got Adidas, you got Vandy, but it doesn't seem like the Web3 brands maybe saw that much. It's like, were they too early? I don't know. Maybe they just don't have the bankroll to be on this kind of circuit that these same brands are on. Who knows? Oh, and I saw this earlier. Sick. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at the card guards, whatever these are, dude. This is the real valuable thing. These cards, it's actually the guards that are the valuable part of this equation here. Let's see here. Yo, Jack Butcher. All right, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's give it a little read. Timeline has to provide. Austin says, it's not much, but it's honest work. Oh, that cold brew hit different. I need water. So many liquids. Okay, it's not much, but it's honest work. You got to 10x these Substack numbers. Founders Journal week 1. Yeah, I read this thread, and I mean, maybe the desired result was I was like, "What are you building?" like I was like, "You gotta talk about the process, but now you can talk about what?" I mean, so probably achieved the desired result. Very curious, and I clicked into the Substack because I was hoping to find out more. You got me, Austin. You fully got me. All right, what does Diamond say? I saw some fire BZ pulls on my timeline and knew I was due to return to the claw. I think I'll take a break after my second pull, one of my best. Yo, look at this dark Charizard. Wow, that is fully Zard coded right there. Ooh, swap offer 220. And I think this is probably a $30, $50 pull, probably $30 pull. Nice Zard there. Very, very sick. Kicking myself for not getting Mythic months ago in support of Spencer. No cap games. But after the Cato announcement, it is a no-brainer. Or was it a no-brainer before the Cato announcement? And now it's a consensus take. But there's probably still room to run, to be fair. Because, yeah, I think I get myself in trouble a lot with thinking like, oh, like the top's already in. I do this a lot. So maybe I'm mid-curving it. But I'm like, oh, the Cato leaderboard's announced. So I'm like, oh, it's priced in. But then it's just clearly not priced in. It's clearly Not a consensus take. And maybe because they're not as chronically online as your boy, and I have to price that in. I need to remember that. All right. Moving on. What do you mean you almost got hit by a stolen semi? Wait, what the fuck? Dude. So either one of those cars, or maybe not even one of those cars, but just like in that, I mean, I would just stop driving entirely. I'd be like, I was already this close to giving up on humanity, and that's it. That was it. Done. Done. Okay, wait. This is the future of consumer investing. Claude plus Nansen AI MCP equals butthole for sure. Dude, I would check out, and I need to check out the Nansen MCP. The Flipside MCP is pretty good too. Yeah, and I'm like this. Like the part that I like about the Flipside MCP is like, I mean, like I said, I'm a chartist now, thanks to Flipside MCP. But I can make dashboards, charts like that. It's really interesting. I've yet to kind of ask it to do some analysis. I'll tell a short story. I have a friend of mine who's taking his exam to be like a stock broker or something. I don't really know. You know, I think private markets can become public and everything's going to come on chain and nothing's going to matter anymore. And it's crime season. But yeah, so he's like becoming a stockbroker, taking his like Series 7 pre-test or some shit like that. And then we were talking about AI, and he was like, dude, he's like, he's an AI hater. He's also fully 75 years old and like a 30-year-old's body. So he's a full curmudgeon. He's like, dude, he's like, and I was like, we're going through it, and he was saying that, you know, in previous years, this role wouldn't require this type of certification. And so I proposed, I was like, oh, maybe his company is doing that to kind of AI proof those roles because maybe government regulation hasn't caught up with the technology. And so they're figuring they can pad out their staff with these certified brokers in order to maintain the ability to trade stocks before AIs have the ability to trade stocks legally. I don't know. It was this whole kind of rigmarole. And then he was like, well, AI, and he said this, he was like, well, AI could never give like investment advice. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's literally the perfect vehicle for that. I was like, it can ingest more data than any of us could, you know, have the most objective view. Like, I was like, it's literally like, it's a prediction engine. I was like, that's what it's designed for. And so, yeah, I say all that because we're early, you know. Yeah, I say all that because we're so early. Yeah, and Crier puts in the chat, no emotion. I'm like, yeah, it's just numbers, baby. Granted, LLMs, I know, are just predicting one, you know, character after the next, whatever. But like, that's rapidly evolving. And I'm like, yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, Crier says best trader ever made. I'm like, yeah. And like Chris Mattern, now CTO of OpenSea, we were chatting in Denver, and he was like, yes, every wallet will have an agent at some point, and you will just be an absolute schmub if you don't have an agent like transacting on your behalf, because you will not be as fast, as non-emotional. Now, granted, like if I've kind of said like there's this weird thing that may emerge, like if everyone has agents, and now there's problems with like variance in the sense of like if all the agents are relatively the same or they like drift to be the same, then like they'll all be making consensus plays, and so then you have to weirdly like program in variance to create like errors that are unpredictable, and that gives you an edge. And then so in a weird way, there may become this. I've kind of predicted that like in an age of AI, when like everyone has AI traders, there will emerge like this human guru. And there will be a power vacuum for like a human guru, and the human guru will win because it's so unpredictable and he does dumb shit that the AIs can't necessarily account for. So that I look forward to. I'm just calling it right now. When AI trading becomes ubiquitous, it's like just totally part of everyday life. You will see a New York Times or whatever, like a Time magazine thing that's just some guy's face, and it goes like, the man who outtrades the robots. Here's how he does it. And he's going to say the most asinine shit. Like he's going to say the most asinine shit, like the most 1920s shit you've ever heard. He's going to be like, Well, I just look around and see what people are doing, and that's how I know intuitively what stocks to buy. And he will outtrade the bots because he's unpredictable and stupid as fuck. Because it's like I've been the guy who sits down at a poker table. I know how to play poker. I'm not good at it, but I'm good enough to be dangerous in the way that I sit down with a bunch of people and I had this happen a couple months ago. I played in a poker tournament at a crypto conference, and I know enough, but I also am terrible. And so I do these moves, and these hardened poker players would look at me and be like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And I fucked up their whole game because I'm being this bull in a china shop, and I won. I was at the final table. I didn't win the tournament, but I was at the final table. And there will be that guy for trading, guaranteed. And so bet on that guy when he launches his creator coin, I guess. So thank you for listening to my TED Talk about the future human trading guru amongst the clankers. All right. Let's keep going here. Insane scenes on Pump today. Hold and Believe season is back. Buckle up. We're just getting started. I know Believe transitions itself to launch coin, but it's not lost on me how much Pump Fund is using the word believe. I think it's interesting. Excuse me. I'm turning, yep. I'm officially 65 years old. I have to clear my throat all the morning. I'm not even a dad yet. I'm really in trouble when I become a dad because I'll just be persistently clearing my throat and someone's going to be like, yo, go to the doctor. And I'll be like, no, not going to do that. All right, let's keep going here. I have scanned entirely too much. Whoa. Interesting. Facet is the first general purpose stage 2 Ethereum rollup. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Dude, the Facet team, incredibly bright. I'm very curious where they go from here. I'm going to bookmark this and look into this. Yeah, I've been a really big fan of the Facet team. I think what they stand for is really interesting. Yeah, so I'll have to look into this. This is very cool. The first general purpose. I wonder if that's a distinction of saying are others purpose built, but they're also stage 2? Because I think about base is general purpose, but maybe it's not stage 2. I don't know. Austin Hurwitz's IQ score 59. Nice. Oh, look at that! Look at that collection. We love to see it. Yo, you can't just roll up to the timeline with an eye patch like that, dog. Nah, dog. You can't do that, dude. Congrats to OpenSea for raising almost $250,000 for Team Water. That's very very cool. Oh, 71 million TVL on Project X. Nice. Yeah, congrats to Lambo Land and Bobby Big Yields. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. It is 9 a.m. You guys know the vibes. Yeah, we've got about 50 people watching on a Monday morning. So congratulations to you. Just going to start saying that every time. And then eventually people will forget why I originally said it. And they're going to think that I'm so arrogant. And that's the point. But for a little bit of context, I accidentally said congratulations the other day when I was saying thank you. And I was like, that's the most arrogant shit for saying thank you for watching. But be like, congratulations for watching today. You have been graced with this on your timeline. So thank you all for tuning in on Monday morning. I love Scroll With Me. I was about to say I'm a big fan of Scroll With Me. Once again, so arrogant. But it's just awesome. I can roll up and do this so quick. I enjoy doing it. Yeah, I would do this for fun and for free and quite literally do. So until next time, till tomorrow, I will see you all on the timeline. Bye.